ketchup on my blue jeans, I just burned my hand. Lord, it's hard to be a bachelor man. I got girls that can cook, I got girls that can clean, I got girls that can do anything in between. I gotta get ready, make everything right, 'cause all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Do you wanna drink? Hey, do you wanna party? Hey, honey, this is old Hank, ready to get the thing started. We cooked a pig in the ground, got some beer on ice, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Now my party pad is out in the woods. It's a long, long way from here to Hollywood. But I got some natural queens out on the floor, and old Miss Mississippi just walked through the door. Got a little whirlpool just made for 10, and you can jump out and you can jump in. You can do anything that you wanna do, but don't you step on my cowboy boots. Do you wanna drink? Hey, do you wanna party? Hey, this is old Hank, ready to get the summer started. I cooked a pig in the ground, we got some beer on ice, and all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Do you wanna drink? Hey, do you wanna party? Hey, hey, this is rockin' Randall Hank, ready to get the summertime started. We cooked a pig in the ground, we got some beer on ice. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. That's right. Come on in.
We are live, guys. What is up, everyone?
Apparently, I broke my sound pad.
Oh,
Sir, I know this may finish me as an
that's
acting
too
ensign,
loud.
but
That's too
shut up.
loud. All
I
right,
know.
I broke my
J-Max,
sound
no. All right, no more sound pad until you get it fixed. Okay.
I know. I'm trying to.
Outside the
You have
Discord.
to- You have to go into your sound settings in your.
I am. I did. I lowered them significantly.
Lower them even further.
I know.
So, that's
What you? Well, no, because the headphone volume is just for what comes out of the headset, not the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's.
I am turning you way down.
Well,
Nah,
I
You're
mean,
way too loud.
turn me way. You can always turn me on
try that now. How's that?
to be taken out of
All
context.
right, you're good. You're good
It's
on
all
my
right.
end.
I think I know what it is, but
I think I know it is, but I'm not.
SoundPad came up with an update. And
Yeah,
it's
no.
kinda...
Yeah, I've had to deal with it all day trying to get the stream set up, so I know.
I said, but they haven't come out with an update for almost 5 years.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, 2023, you just want to, change things up, Windows does it all the fucking time.
I mean, maybe that or fuck people over. I don't know. One of the two. I mean, there's.
Well, regardless or not, hello to everyone in chat. We got 2 new people here. I've never seen you guys before. Brody Ninja, I think.
There in the internet world, I had to do it. So
Yeah, and Mika Downey. Well, I don't know how you fucking pronounce that.
I thought it was Misha.
Misha.
Meek.
Meech.
What is called Meek?
I don't know.
What is called
What
Meek?
butchering your name? Oh, sorry.
No, it's almost like Russian. Misha.
Mansquito. Hello.
So
Man,
we got Mansquatch here.
What is it? Ganghe Fat Troy? No, there's another way of doing it. God damn it, I can't remember. Okay.
Maikun. Oh, Maiku. Okay.
Maiku. All right.
Micah.
Thank you.
That's Micah, not Maiku. Micah.
Whatever. Who cares?
You know,
You and
if
chat.
you want to even more-
Mr. Downing. We'll just go Mr. Downing.
I knew a Micah back in the day. He liked to flash everybody.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, he was very proud of his phallus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah, there you go.
Anyways, we had Brody Ninja says, "What's up?" And I don't know what you're looking forward to. It's just 3 guys on stream chatting.
Bitching about the world.
That's about it.
You guys in a cup?
Huh?
3 guys in a cup?
Oh, God.
What
like
kind of cup?
Oh, God. No. That thought goes out the window.
I'm proud. I'm proud. Proud flasher as well. Well, okay, as long as you're proud in the certain departments that count. So go for it. Flash it if you got it.
Flash them if you got them.
Yeah.
Oh, and now you send me the other.
Got them. Jesus.
You just...
got
Okay. Well, thank you, Rick. Yes, I've been rebuilding my sound pad because I deleted all my shit at the beginning of the year for some stupid reason.
You know that is a classic Sparky move. Ergo, I gave you the boomer moment, which you could always,
Yeah, I'll upload them later. One of them has no. Oh, there it goes. Now it has a time on it. The other one's like dash, no time on it. It's like, what the fuck is it, broke?
because it was Discord trying to figure out exactly how much time is actually allotted. I mean, it's not difficult to download. I mean, seriously.
I know. I didn't want to
It
do
will
it on
take you less
stream.
than a second.
Yes, I know. I just didn't want to do it while I was streaming. Fuck.
Oh, come on, you'll be fine. Well, what could possibly go wrong? Those are the last
Yeah, that's like the last words out of my mouth as shit goes awry, which it usually does.
I mean, isn't it the classic thing to do? Have shit go awry? I mean, really.
No.
I mean, American governments tend to have shit go awry. Then you have, the internet going shit, and then everything else, and then then we got the boomer moments. So there's that. Then there's that. Okay.
The good old boomer moments. Okay, let me go ahead and put these 2 over.
Better than the best.
And that sucked.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought it would. How do I get you to move to the right location?
Okay, let's see if this works.
I'm very certain I have everything set up properly. We'll just have to wait, chat. Oh, what a start. Old man's getting all confused at the start of this. What in the f*** is going on? Why is my audio not working?
That's pretty much where I'm at.
That clip pretty much sums up everything that's been going on at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, fuck yes.
Alright, and that's the boomer moment. And then why do I have Mr. America says goodbye 2 times? Delete
I don't
one
know.
of you
Why
guys.
do you have time? Why do you have that? Saying, I feel like it's all on you. I feel it's all on you.
Yeah, it was on me. Reset the stream. Alright, reset the stream's the other one.
Oh, if you're having trouble, restart your stream. Reset the stream. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, it's for anybody who's over there. Just yeah.
Alright, so how's everyone's weeks been? I know I missed out on Friday's show for GNF. I'm sorry. I got home. I was extremely fucking exhausted.
You didn't miss a lot of stuff, which was great. So you'll be fine. Don't worry. It's okay.
We just laughed about a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah, we kind of
What's
went
the
over
shit?
the whole Crowder bullshit thingy.
Oh.
Yeah, the
laughed at
Crowder's
that.
crying. Well, both of them are bullshit, honestly. Daily Wire and Crowder are both crying now, and who cares?
Hang on there, Jim Max. Hang on, Mr. Old Man. Hang on. Let the other old man talk now, okay? Okay? Okay.
Meow.
Yeah.
I get to be louder than you. But they're both
Anywho,
little bitches.
over at the two shot at the bar with myself and Nemo, we did another half hour of the overview for my end, more or less getting Nemo's point of view and perspective. He's kind of was originally more on the Crowder side of things for a brief moment, and then he kind of went all Tim kind of cast kind of direction, becoming very neutral and very on the fence kind of thing. Um, when you look at it, it is a stupid situation that happened. It is kind of drama induced. It feels very put on so that they can get the clicks. When I say they, I'm talking about the people from the Daily Wire and somebody known as Steven Crowder. Feels like they're
Yeah,
trying to
sort
get
of.
clicks.
Mhm.
So, I
At
mean,
the
if
end
you
of
look
the
at
day, you're probably right
Monday
on that
morning
one.
quarterbacks.
Well, again, if you look at the contract the way it is a very introductional one. Tim pretty much pointed out on his streams and that
We
he's
don't.
done.
Yeah, there's not enough context.
Well,
I mean,
that's the problem. And right there, even Tim points out that again, like I was going to iterate on his stream, that he feels that both sides, even though have good principle of ideas, they kind of went about the entire situation completely wrong. If it was Tim who was presented the contract, he would have never have aired it out the way that Crowder did. So Crowder's kind of off on that one. But he is kind of justified for some of the actual stipulations. So I mean,
Here's another thing: the way that the Daily Wire is handling it, instead of hey, it feels fake on both sides now,
can
especially
we
since the Daily Wire it's tit for tat now,
you
and I'm
know,
can we
like,
just
wait, but
say
this
that
is too
both?
scripted.
Can we just say that both acted immature and just move on from
Oh
this whole
yeah,
thing?
that's
yeah,
what I've been saying the whole
I
time.
agree because there's been a lot of weird talking heads that have approached this, and all of them have pretty much agreed that what Crowder did for the sound leak was wrong.
Oh, especially all right. So it really does depend on a couple different things. Again, things that we don't know. One of the things is like, do they know that the call was being recorded? That's number one. Number two, let's talk about business. So, I mean, was stuff in that contract under an NDA or disclosure of it? I mean, there's a lot of things that we don't know about unless the Daily Wire states as such.
Yeah, but when it comes down to that aspect of it, I don't think that's where people are arguing. They're more arguing the factor that it seems kind of underhanded and pretty shady to have a clip that's out of context to being voiced out on the air.
Oh wow, no, I've had that happen plenty of times to me. It's just
So
it's par for the
is
course.
no, I understand, but that also kind of makes it bad for the person who's doing it because that is that's a
um,
complete shit show by itself because now you've taken away your trust factor. Can we actually trust this person who's not going to try to clip us out of context? Like for example, I can throw Wesley under the bus for having a no room that we've showcased it on our Discord channel over there at a GNF Drama Island there. And I can actually just label it as a Wesley kind of thing all I want to, but the crux of the argument would be, can you trust my words for it? Because I could be completely lying. I could be completely telling the truth. I could, this is where the problem is. And if I'm taking things out of context, you then create a new problem for yourself. Believability is a big thing.
something like this.
Oh, no, 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 no. What were you thinking?
Something like that, yes.
I actually need to rename that. Because on the computer it says no, what were you thinking? And on the soundpad it says
Yeah,
Mr. Medico Sonic the Hedgehog 2019 will win an Oscar.
Yeah, basically that's what it was taken out of that clip was taken out.
Well, I know, but I'm just wondering why it says one thing on the file and another thing on the sound pad.
No, yeah, no, it's just where it was actually taken.
Alright. Oh, and since we did bring that up, I guess I'll go ahead and touch on that a little bit. Because I do know Vlad made a tweet about that. About... Oh, no. I know he made a tweet about it, and it sounded like he was defending it, or his stance on why he did it. I'll say this much. Guys, I've never said anything about it. I kind of had a feeling it was being recorded on that. I don't care. It's whatever. It's something that he does, and I've already come to expect it. So it's not that big of a fucking deal. So if Vlad was arguing with someone about, oh my god, you recorded someone without the consent, just drop it. It's not even fucking worth it. I had a feeling it was happening.
I understand the person who would want to argue the point. It does seem kind of underhanded and very fucking shady, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I already ran into any VC with any of those people about the whole Tyro matter. I already ran into every VC under the assumption I was already being recorded because it's already happened once back in 2019 with the same group of people, kind of the exact same setting. So it's not that big of a deal. So yeah,
anytime you want to talk to them at all time, you should assume you're being recorded.
Yes, you should always assume you're being recorded when you talk to anyone online.
Yes,
that's just the way.
Especially those people.
Yeah. I mean, this is me kind of coming in the middle and being nice about it. Also, you know, if he was getting slack for it, it's like, guys, I already knew. Yeah. No, he didn't tell me, but he kind of assumed it.
Well, it would be nice if he told you.
Nah, it's whatever at the end of the day.
No. It shouldn't be. Because that's the problem. Because now you got people who could just willingly do it and again take things out of context.
I mean, that's completely fine that they want to do that.
If you want to just do sound clips and take them out of context like CNN, go for it.
Yeah. I know
that's all news media at this day, but mostly CNN.
Yeah, I know for a fact we had I had 2 conversations with them that lasted about an hour to 2 hours each. So there's a lot of stuff that was talked about. I just find it funny that that's the 2 clips he used. But okay. Also, another thing. I do have the stream labeled "Let's Do It FYI." It's not for your information. It is definized as you know. Fuck you, idiots. And that's basically what it is. So there's 2 things I'm going to go over on this, and I don't go over a lot of this stuff, and yeah, I got the VTube avatar off right now because I just want to speak as is without any interruptions from this fucking system. But there's 2 things I want to go over, and I'll probably continue going over some stuff further in the future. I'm not gonna go over everything. I'm not gonna dedicate a fucking video to it. I'll talk about it in these streams, and if I catch it, if I find that alright, this ain't quite correct, let's go ahead and correct the record on this one, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do that. So I know there's a clip that was on STC Watch Club that got taken out of context. And the clip was well, the clip came out on the 26th of December. And basically, I believe it's the clip that everyone kind of assumed, oh, I'm going to be backing Tyro, and I'm just basically a pedophile defender and stuff like that. Problem is I've always stated that was a pre-recorded clip before this even happened. No one really believed me, and they just kind of ran with it. I didn't say anything about it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to you guys.
Oh no.
Actually, let me do display capture here. And I transferred the file over. Now this is the clip in question.
Okay.
Take a look at it.
Hang on. I don't have it brought up yet.
It's fine. Just showcase it on the other side. We can look at it later.
Okay. Anyways, this is the clip. Hello, there's a channel announcement I want to make.
God,
for
you were
the
hairy
coming
back
up
there. What the
season
hell?
of
Yeah,
STC
it was.
Club. There's going to be a switch up
You
of
didn't
some
have your
animes
ridges. I
and
mean,
stuff like
seriously,
that.
that's what you
So,
needed.
we just finished Jobless Reincarnation episode
Somebody make that a thing.
11.
Put ridges
There's
on
only 11
Sparky's
episodes
forehead.
out on the first part. That is going to be stopped. Alright, so I'm not going to skip ahead. And this is the part here that was kind of taken as, oh, I'm not going to drop anything and I'm going to continue on. Or too long to be able to do that. As far as movies, we're probably not going to be doing any movies. And as far as anything else after that, I'm not.
I can't look at my phone,
sure.
so I can't see it.
I do know
It's
after
fine, it's nothing
Tour,
big and
which is a
exciting.
Tuesday schedule, we're going to switch over to, we're going to have a movie, Josie, Tiger, and the Fish. And then after that, it's going to be Horror Mia. And as far as anything else, it's not relevant because it'll be after the next season. So with that, thank you for the stop by. Thank you for the. I don't think it was there. I think it's gonna be watching that one.
He's
I
already
don't know
fucked
who's
up.
gonna be with me. I do know Tyra will be with me on that one. As far as Atheist, I do not know. And we're gonna be doing the special 11 episodes of Pokemon as the send off to Ash Ketchum. He is leaving the show after 25, 30 plus years. It's gonna be a special occasion because everyone that does Anime Watch Club has a special place in the heart for Pokemon. Atheist because she's always been a fan of the games, seen a little bit of anime. But everyone else has been around when the show first came out, so we're gonna do a good send-off to Ash by watching those 11 episodes. We are not gonna be doing the entire day of Pokemon because that would. Yeah. Anyways, basically, I said something in here that nothing's gonna change. Tyro and everyone else is gonna come back because we've had scheduling issues with a lot of people like KG and Cassie and stuff like that because the work doesn't allow us the time to be able to record stuff. That's basically why I was going with that. Now this, haven't named any of the episodes on my recorded stuff. I always leave up with the OBS date time. 2022, December 12th, 23rd at 1934:36 hours. So the naming of it was recorded on December 23rd. Information about Tyro dropped on the 25th. And just for clarification, because I know people are gonna go, oh my god, it's easy to change the name of it. Okay, right here's the properties. Created date, December 23rd, 2022. So all I got to say is
I thought it would be no. What were you thinking? Kind of.
yeah, it was. I hit the wrong one.
Oh no! What were you thinking?
But yeah, no, I find it fascinating how we're still kind of going through this entire Tyro shit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like,
But and I do want to point out one thing too, because there was an addendum onto one of Vlad's videos, and I don't find anything wrong with it. I think it's extremely petty to go through. Oh my god, wanting to go who reported the whole situation first and stuff like that, especially whenever you yourself doesn't want to report it. But okay, you can argue amongst yourselves, or the internet can argue about whoever reported first. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. And
it is.
yeah,
Especially
and
there's also
just
hang on. There's also the ability to report via email and have that wait until somebody shows up.
well, okay. So again, with this whole deal, and it's kind of stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and showcase this one right now. So the information dropped on the 25th of December. The problem is all the offices for probation, parole, sex offender registry, sex offender check-in, stuff like that, all those offices down in Austin, Texas was closed from the 23rd. 23rd was the last day that they were open, all the way up until the 3rd of January. They did not open up until Tuesday of the next year.
Yeah.
I called December 30th, which is a Friday. I made the decision to report around Wednesday and Thursday after talking to people, looking through the court records and stuff like that, looking at the probation violations that he had done. I decided to make a report. Unfortunately, I got given a web address to the sex offender registry, and that's the number I had to go off of.
Now, is that a cell phone or is that a office phone?
This is an office phone.
Okay, that's fine.
This is the sex offender registry line. So even if I got through to them, which I did on Tuesday,
Yeah.
you only call that line to register as a sex offender. You only send information to them to register as a sex offender. So I called them 3 different times on Friday. I called them once on Tuesday, kept getting the voicemail. Well, sorry, the offices are closed for the week of between Christmas and New Year's for the holidays. So calling them back on the 3rd, answered immediately. Yeah, this is not the place to do that. You need to call either probation or parole. Got the numbers. Called probation. Probation basically couldn't find any information on Tyro, and said I probably need parole. Excuse me, this was parole. Called parole. They said they can't look anything up on them. I'll probably have to call probation. So I called probation. Go hold them. They will look up information quickly. Okay, I need to go talk to the office that his parole officer's in. Okay. Yeah, I keep fucking this up. One of them, the first one, I was going through the little selection on the deal and kept fucking up and I hung up. Called back, was able to get somebody immediately afterwards hitting the right fucking selection. They brought me over to his parole office. From there, I called his parole office, found out his current parole officer at the time. Okay, I need to call them. And they transferred me over. I left a message. And then later on, they called me back. And I had a 7-minute conversation with them about what I need to do, how you need the information, what all information you need, the email address, and stuff like that. I did this all at work. She called me back around 2:44 p.m. I got off work around 5:30 p.m. Got home, made the email. Send the email. It's about 5 pages. I'm only going to show you the first page here. But yes, that was
Not
on
the
the
first
3rd.
page.
So, reluctant or not, first or not, it doesn't matter. I tried calling the Friday beforehand. So, it didn't matter because none of the offices were going to be able to do anything to the 3rd. So, again, it's a petty ass fucking matter. I don't know what the fucking relevance is. It's stupid. But, yeah. I made my decision to report on Wednesday, Thursday. Why anyone else waited to Tuesday? I don't know. They had the information for the 25th.
They had the information way before anybody else had the information, so they had to.
So reluctant report my fucking ass. Reluctant report my fucking ass. I'm sorry.
Oh well, shit happens.
Yeah. Now going back to that video I showcased. That's like, oh my god, I'm defending Tyro. I'm not gonna get rid of him and stuff like that. That, along with a subsequent live stream that was going on while I was playing Pokemon. That stream, that video was scheduled to come out that night around 9-10 p.m. I believe. It came out. They saw it. I had people leave the Discord. In the stream, I had a moderator tell me in Discord, hey, yeah, 3 or 4 people leave the Discord. I said, fuck them. Yeah, I meant that. Because, okay, they want to be petty about it.
Yeah, but
Not
realistically...
and took shit out of context.
Yeah, but realistically, the 3 people or 3 or 4 people were usually within the Vlad Zell group anyway, so it really didn't matter. So they
Well,
were gonna leave
the
anyways.
the problem is everyone thinks that I was reluctant in making my choices. It's like, no, I just didn't want to deal with the whole fucking situation. Period. Because it didn't involve me. Everyone else made it about me to involve me in it. Because, oh my god, he was a co-host. Yes, he was a co-host. Was a co-host. And despite what anyone else fucking thinks, I'm sorry, I do have a fucking full-time job. I was working a midship schedule at the end of the year. It's in my Discord that I was gonna be switching over to days at the beginning of the fucking year. So I was working from 10:30, 11 a.m. to about 7:30, 8 p.m. That's why I used to be working. Beginning of this year, I switched back over to day shift. So that's about 6 a.m. to about 3 to 4 p.m. So, sorry, I can't do a lot of shit. I can tweet on my phone. I can do Discord calls on my phone. I can, do Discord messages on my phone. I can't make videos. I can't upload videos. And if I do, they're shorts. And if I'm not doing anything like that, I would do it on my fucking main computer. Because a lot of PDF documents and shit like that was being circulated and pushed around, I couldn't open on my fucking phone. So, unfortunately, it goes to, I need to be home to do this shit, and I don't get home till late evenings. And sometimes, I don't want to, oh my god, Wesley, really?
Oh my.
Oh god.
You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
Wesley.
But anyways, unfortunately, I can't act as fast as everyone else wants me to act. And at this point in time, I really don't care. If you don't like how I dealt with the situation, fuck you, idiots.
Anywho, since we were supposed to be getting past the whole, dumb.
No, I wanted to drop that information out. This is the reason why stuff was taken out of context.
But anyway, like I said before, taking shit out of context, underhanded, shitty move, and it destroys your credibility over time. So, if you guys want to keep doing that, go for it. But it makes it hard for anybody to believe you in the future. Just say.
Yeah.
Just say. So, there's all of that. I mean, realistically speaking.
That was a good segue from the whole crowd a bit.
Yeah, that is a decent segment away from the whole crowd a bit. Yeah, it is.
So, I hear you got a new cooler now.
Yes, I do.
How's that
working
out for you?
It's working good, but it's not to be quiet.
Okay.
It's an actual cooler that's purpose built for Ryzen. It's got a.
Oh, is it the Ryzen cooler?
Yes. Oh my god, that fuck is massive.
No, it is, but I've heard some negative things about it. But if it's working, it's working.
Dude, my computer is sitting here with everything running at a cool 52 degrees centigrade, and that's running OBS. That's running the Anime's desktop program. That's with a couple tabs open on Google and Discord. So
it's working.
It's working. Yeah. Because beforehand it was like what 77 degrees centigrade from nothing on.
77 with the old water cooler. Then when you cleaned it, it was 57. Now it's 37. So that's 20 cooler.
It was 57 idle.
Yeah, which is better than what it was, honestly.
Yeah, because idle now, whenever it's us in that island, is about 32 degrees, 34 degrees centigrade.
Yeah, so it should be fine now, but still. That's a massive improvement.
Yeah, I had to do some arranging on that. I had to move a PCI slot over for my graphics card. And unfortunately, I had to bend one of the power choke coolers a little bit to get the cooler in. So I need to eventually take that off and shave some metal off of it to get it to fit more correctly.
But, yeah, that's good. That is good. But you should be fine for now.
Yeah.
He says for now. I like
For
that.
For now.
For now,
I've got the thing cranked up to 100% too all the time.
Uh,
And I don't even hear it, so.
that's good. That is
I mean,
good.
the air I can hear the air conditioner better than the computer.
Oh, he's hearing his air conditioner.
Mm-hmm. But besides on that, what else happened this week? I know you've been sharing a lot of stuff around.
When you say you, who are you talking about?
Well, I don't mean Jim Max because Jim Max does nothing but play games.
No, I
Jim
share
Max
shit
is
too.
Jim Max. He's just Jim Max.
I'm talking about the internet demon.
I did find out a few interesting things, but my major interest is public domain shit. So apparently, a certain mouse will be entering public domain soon.
Disney?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not gonna extend the copyright limits anymore.
Here's the beautiful thing. They can't extend the
Extended
copyright
anymore. Well, that was
No.
kinda...
Do you know how they got that extension?
Democrats.
No, Sonny Bono.
Oh, really?
Sonny Bono forced an extension from 75 to 95 years. So that all the American copyrights now have 95 years of safety net. Not 75 years, like, the normal motherfucker that would have out there. So, Disney's copyright, no matter how much they try to go around it, is up for a certain mouse. But the fascinating thing that they can do, what they have been doing, is going into the trademarks department, which could also be very dicey. So if you notice the Steamboat Willie, which is the certain mouse in question look that we be focusing on, it's being used as the opening entrance for a lot of their Disney movies and shows.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of clips. That's part of their new trademark move, as well as they pushed a lot.
Well,
of
no, they've been
merch on
trying to do that. That just got struck down by somebody. Say, hey, you can't use this as a trademark and copyright it at the same time.
No, they're not copywriting it. They're doing the trademarking. They're not copywriting. They can't. They know they can't use the copyright. They know that.
Well, no, they can't even. No, they're trying. No, a judge. Yeah, I know they can't use the copyright. A judge already said you're trying to copyright it over its sixth turn. You can't change your trademark like that and say, hey, this is now your trademark. You can't do that. We've had a judge already say that before to somebody else, and they said no.
Yeah, that's for somebody else. So
Well,
we'll
they're
have to
gonna
wait
have to
and
fight
see
that
how
again.
that gets pushed for the Disney empire. Because so far, that plan has been working for them. So
Not anymore.
it's questionable on how far this is going to push for the trademark, because I know that in American terminology, trademark abuse is very rampant, and so it would just create a new mutant version of copyright trademark.
Yeah, so Jim, don't trademark strike me, okay?
No, I don't care. Oh, you said Jim, not
Jim.
Jam.
The other Jim.
You said Jim.
G-E-M, Jam. Well, you
Medica.
gotta remember, Jam, he's a lisper, so it sounds like Jim.
Yeah,
Fuck
I know.
you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the old man to understand that even though he's got minor hearing loss, that he's got to be very careful.
Yeah,
That's probably because he listens to his sound pad cranked up to max fucking volume all the time.
It is at half, and for some reason, like I said, when they did the update, just fucked up everything again.
Well, again, I can't get the sound pad to work on my end, so what the fuck? I mean, everything is...
Jim Max, have you not noticed, anytime OBS has an update, or Windows has an update, or anything else, it always fucks all the sound and video settings up?
Yes, I know, and I said I can't
time.
do anything. I said I can't do anything about it, Sparky. I can't. I can't right now.
I can't.
Sorry. That's what I said.
Well, you can just not play sound pad.
That would be, you know, a thing.
No,
I
that
know.
would be too detrimental.
Oh, too detrimental. Oh.
Yes. And there it goes, all fucked up again.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
You can't do anything about it either.
I know.
I'm very certain I have everything set up properly. We'll just have to wait, chat. Oh, what a start. Old man's getting all confused at the start of this.
Yes, he is.
What in the fuck's going on?
Why
Why is my audio not working?
Okay, that's. I know Rogue is hyped for spoken. It has dialogue and writing just like Saints Row 2022. No, unless somebody's gonna buy the game for me and say, hey, play this game. Yeah, no, not happening anytime soon. Unless Wesley decides to put down
That
his
again.
dollar dues and send it to me. Not happening. Just letting you know now.
I'm not even playing it if someone does send it to me, so no thank you.
So there's that. That's the only way I'm going to be able to play trash fire games. You spend the money, you send it to me. Yeah. So I wish you the best of luck on that one. See, you said nah.
Nah.
I knew it. It's nah.
Maybe
So
get pinned.
it's all on you there, Wesley.
Maybe you get pinned to buy it. And I've seen Pin in the back office. Where the fuck is she?
Who the hell cares at this point? I told you she's probably napping. You know, this is a good time for her to nap.
She
or
typed
decorate a
in.
fucking
She
house.
typed in the back office.
It doesn't.
Why?
I get it, but again, that doesn't mean anything. She could be in her bed typing. I mean, she
Oh,
does have a phone.
FYI, Sparky, I heard you got trouble at work.
No, that's all right. So, all right, no, it's not me that got in trouble. It's just a quote from a video I found on Facebook. There's a video of somebody saying that I thought the fucking quote was funny as fuck, so I just shared it. Although, I would be accused of something like that.
Of sending shit that you're not supposed to send to people, thinking it's funny, and then find out afterwards that.
No. It's like, you know, no, because the saying was, so HR talked to me the other day. They don't care for my use of the word FYI, and I don't mean for your information. I mean, fuck you, idiot. Which is, you know, preemptively what the stream is actually named. He's like, let's do an FYI.
5 watchers is Pen. No. It's mostly you there, Wesley. It's mostly you.
Yeah, you're the one bodying my my chat.
Yeah, and spamming like a motherfucker. I mean,
Yeah, getting nailed on the head. I ought to rename Nightbot to Ed209 at this point.
Actually, just call it Shut Up, Wesley.
Have it to where every time he goes into it bench bashes Wesley, he goes, "Shut up, Wesley."
Shut up, Wesley. Yes.
Oh man, if I could do that, I would. But it has to be for every fucking message.
It'd be hilarious. I was the third person to come in. Well, are we sure it's come in and not come on?
You said you were first beforehand.
He did say he was first, but then again, he had to, you know, creep himself out of the no-no room. So I mean, seriously.
But technically, I'm always first because I'm the one that makes the stream up and then send it out to everyone.
That is true, and I pay attention to it, but then I'm like going, yeah.
It's like, yeah, well, it doesn't. He's not doing it just yet. And when he does, he's got to play music at the beginning of it. So yeah, I got time.
Yeah, I'll just wait and fuck shit up in the background. It's what I normally do anyway, so it's fine.
I was, and
It's
then I
fine.
left. Then why'd you leave for, Wesley? Why'd you leave?
Yeah, he did leave.
Why?
See, he pointed that out.
Why'd you leave? Why'd you leave? Wesley? Huh?
Are you
Why?
gonna put him under the
Why?
the interrogation
Why'd you
lights?
leave my stream, Wesley?
Did he get? He went to the no-no room. I told you, he's got a no-no room. He's got a goddamn
No.
I watch stuff on my phone. Okay, wait. So, are you?
We
are
don't
you
want to
saying
know
that you're
about the
at
porn you
home,
watch.
Or I was gaming. Look, pick a lane on this one. You were gaming and watching shit on your phone? I mean, how is that possible?
Well, I mean, that just means he's more multitaskable than, a Son and Pimpin.
That is possible, but most men can't multitask.
Speak for yourself.
I'm just saying the statistics is most men cannot multitask.
Oh, I thought you. All right, never mind. True. I misunderstood what you said there.
I'm just, yeah. I mean, I didn't say all men. I said most men. I mean, seriously, I watch YouTube videos while gaming. Okay, if you want to call them YouTube videos, go for it. I feel like you have one of those, suction cup, silicone devices underneath your desk so that it could support you while
Wow.
you're gaming and things like that. You do secretly have a no-no room, so I mean, really, I'm not letting that go. Nope. Nope. And he can do 3 things at once. Wow, that.
Oh no, 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 no! What were you thinking?
Hey.
That's like my new favorite clip.
Good clip. Good clip. 3 things at once. Wow, that is slightly impressive there, Wesley. Slightly impressive. I have a no-no room? Question mark. No. It should be exclamation mark. I have a no-no room. That's what you're supposed to be saying there, Wesley.
Yeah. What? Can you shave, shower, and shit at the same time?
Oh,
That the 3 things you can do?
That's what most can actually do. It's quite easy. It just depends on what you're shaving. Yes.
I'm not even gonna touch that.
A lot of shit that goes on with there. But outside of paying attention to the public domains, yes. I mean, basic political shit for the Canadian front, that is. More of a abuse and shit like that. That kind of shit and shenanigans. Yes. Why?
No,
What would you want me to cover that was Canadian related? I mean, seriously.
Who cares about Canada?
I mean that's what most Canadians say.
I went through that whole spiel earlier, and I clipped this one portion out, and I completely forgot to use it. And it was this.
Oh, you.
Hey, Mother Teresa! I was gonna do it anyway. I just hate being lectured.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I specifically clipped that out to use at the end of me, showcasing my car report. And I completely fucking forgot about it.
How dare you? How dare you?
Meh.
Dare you forget?
Meh.
How dare you?
Meh.
I mean,
Meh.
do we have to get you one of those blow dryers and just put it up against the ear to get the hamster wheel to move?
No,
I mean,
not
something.
really.
I mean, the hamster's dead on the track, so it's gotta be lopsided.
Yeah. The wheel's still spinning, but the hamster is dead.
That's impressive.
It can be.
But anyways, no, I mean, we do have some other announcements for like STC Watch Club, because Rogue is going to be joining me and KG for some old retro mech movies.
Yes, apparently I'm going to be abused and laughed at for my basic knowledge, my basic base knowledge of mech and mech anime.
Don't worry. This is not going to be 86.
Oh, thank fucking God!
Is this an
old? There is only so much, crap techie dramatization and weeb shit on top of mech tropes.
Is this a live action mech, say, where an old Mexican sombrero wearing mech fights an American beer guzzling mech?
No.
It's live action?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
You're
You're
gotta
not
be-
invited anyway, so there you go.
Oh,
Oh,
fine. I'll start my own show with blackjack and hookers. And I'll show you.
I'll show you all.
well, all right. So we're gonna be taking one of Rogue's streaming days for recording because KG does have a life and he has a wife now. So he's got to dedicate time to the missus. So doing stuff that what we want to do is we have to kind of walk around that. So Rogue graciously gave up one of his streaming days so we can record movies and stuff. So I can have KG for myself. And he's going to jump in every now and then, depending on the show and the movie. Like I know you're interested for Macross, not so much for Pat Labor and stuff like that, but
No, I mean I have interest and probably want to revisit that one, but Macross I've always had a fond memory of as a very young rogue, because a very young rogue was introduced to Amine when watching it on the bright early channels in
long
Kakistan
ass
up
time
here.
ago.
So
yeah.
it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, Rogue is up,
Well-
who's roaming around eating his cereal and finds something on TV for a Saturday morning. It just happened to be Japanese anime in Canada. So it's like, okay, this is interesting.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I know. So,
We used to have it in the 80s, but you had to be near a major city or get lucky.
yeah,
yeah.
I know, right?
I got lucky.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing shows. I'm hoping we can get Starwind involved in it. Bring back McKenna Tuesdays. Yeah, actually air it on. It'll be recorded on Tuesdays, but it'll be aired on Tuesdays. We just gotta get some episodes recorded for us. SCC Watch Club's gonna be down for a little while longer, probably about another 2 or 3 months. As how I'm gonna keep that channel down. I'll upload the stuff I already got pre-recorded right now, but any of the new stuff that I'm doing, it's gonna be a while before it comes out. Just so I don't, so I don't.
You
I
don't
don't
shit
shit the
yourself.
bed. Yeah, I don't shit the bed again.
Don't cheat yourself. That's too much information. TMI there, folks. TMI.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be doing shows like all the Macross movies, the Pat Labor movies, even the third Pat Labor. Yes, I know it doesn't showcase the Pat Labors in it. And it's more of a kaiju movie than anything else, but still gotta do Pat Labor 3. Along with that, Dominion Tank Police, new Dominion Tank Police, Appleseed.
Appleseed. Oh God, that's a good one.
Gunbusters.
Are we okay? Here's the actual question for Appleseed, since I'm getting my nerdism on. No, I'm not going to deep weep shit. Sorry there, Wesley. Are we talking about the classic, or are we going to also go into the reboot of a reboot of a reboot that became a CGI?
We can do all of them.
Show?
We can do all of them
Jesus
if
Christ.
it comes down to it. We can compare them all.
Oh fuck yes, there we go. That's probably
yeah,
that is probably the best.
yeah,
Oh,
but
God. There's
we're gonna
moments
be.
with the CG. There's moments with the CGI one that's actually pretty decent, and then it's very cringe-inducing and terror-inducing because of the way they portray certain characters. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Speaking of cringe-inducing, hello, fellas.
Holy
Hello.
shit! There's a pen here.
But yes,
Everybody, get your pants back on.
Yep, woman's in the house. But anyways,
Woke up from her nap.
we're gonna be doing that, and that's gonna be related around me, KG, Cassian, Rogue, Starwind, and it's gonna be trade-offs. Not all of it's gonna be on. It's gonna be so we don't have more than 4 people on, and it becomes a total clusterfuck. But along with that,
my idea, I love that.
Yes, you do have some good ideas at times. Along with that, me and Atheist,
right?
yeah, me and Atheist are gonna be doing shows on Sunday. Pin is more than welcome to jump into those, and then me and Pin's got a selection of shows that we're gonna do. So it's got
Penn's actually going to be doing something.
Yellowstone and Dragon Prince and a couple other ones.
I see. Well, now that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. Now all this stuff is going to take time to do. So just like with the DMCA strike on this channel back about 2 years ago, yeah, it's gonna be a slow process. Unfortunately, with the way things happen with the cricket and stuff like that, you
It
just
is what
gotta do
is.
it.
I do have to interject something here, and it's going back over to chat. Wow, so what do you mean yawn? What was the yawn for? Was the yawn because of Pan Pan and her selection of M&As? Because he went neat and then yawned. So I'm kind of curious on his thought process on that one.
Well, it's Wesley. Who cares?
I do for a small smidget, obviously. He says maybe. Jesus Christ. Go back to your no room. Oh God, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, it's gonna be fun and exciting. Yay. Yay. So Pam, what brings you here outside of, possible abuse?
Outside of possible abuse, he says.
I mean, there's that caveat.
Outside of possible abuse.
Yeah, no, hang on, hold on, before you fake news there, Wesley. I was it? I have no such no, complete lies. Those are complete and utter lies. You've already showcased in the back office multiple different times. We've seen your buttons, we've seen your posters, we've seen your goddamn pillows. We know you've got one. Anywho, so continue. Sorry.
No, nothing.
Oh,
Just
come on.
just wandered in, seeing what shit show's going on today.
Well, we made fun of the Crowder, Disney and Canadian kind of motifs. So, I mean, what else you want to throw into the Barbie?
Yeah, that is just your room, Wesley. It is a no-no room. It is a showpiece to what not do to your room.
Pretty much. No. What were you thinking?
Not that I don't think anybody besides Sparky here cares, but the second season of Vox Machina is out, and I'll find time to binge watch that.
Yeah.
How you been enjoying the questionable D&D shit and shenanigans?
Sparky does not have enough popcorn for that. The leak, the walk back.
Oh wait, is that the thing Atheist posted in the chat for SDC?
Possible. No, wait, possible.
Oh my God.
All things are possible.
Every weep says it looks fine there, Wesley. That's the problem. You need to have a secondary opinion, sometimes a third opinion, that are not related. Kind of going, hey, does this make me feel like a stalker?
Yes.
And the answer usually is yes, and you should keep that out of sight. So
the answer is yes.
Yes. It's a simple answer. No, the walk back is questionable since they're still going forward on claiming everything. So
I mean,
that.
up to a certain point, they want to. It's stupid that they want to try to claim it. Then this starts to go back into the like Disney territory, the big movie corporations territory, trying to copyright claim reviews, commentary, satire of the original IP. It's like, well, yeah, you could say you own the monsters and whatnot, but people playing the game in their own way is transformative. So no, you should not be getting any of that revenue money.
Yeah.
No,
I can see the argument.
Like the only allowance that who was it, Clownfish TV had covered, having going over the leaked document, was that if you're making the content available for free, as in you're getting no ad revenue on it whatsoever, you're getting you're not requiring people to pay donations in order to get access to the content. If you're offering your gameplays or whatever, or created mods for it, or anything related to that nature for free, then fine, they won't try to take money from you because you're supposedly not making money on it. But
Correct.
it's like, but to create custom campaigns, to create custom homebrews and mods and whatnot, for the content does take effort, and
Here's
you're depriving people the opportunity to, and it's still transformative. Yes, they're basing it off of the original work, but the original OGL had been out for so long that it became its own business model. You're
can I
effectively destroying the business model.
can I interject here real quick and kind of speak my mind on what I think this is about?
Well, I mean, technically, it is your show. You're supposed to, aren't you?
Well, okay, so they're trying to do this. Why? Well, what have they been trying to do with the game? They've been trying to make it rogue for God knows how long. Well, you can't change every aspect of the game into what they want because it is homebrew. Unless they do this and then it forces them to not be able to share the stuff that they want to share. I think that's
Well,
what this is about.
that was another clause supposedly within the leaked new OGL, where if you have content that Wizards or Hasbro really doesn't approve of, then they they punish you somehow, or they won't allow you to have it published, or soon your
Yeah,
assets will be.
here's what I gotta say. Kiss the right nut, lick the left nut, stroke the shaft, and take it deep. Because fuck you.
When it comes down to the corporations for Hasbro, the only thing they worry about is how this would actually fix their toys and game department. As for anything else, they really don't care. They don't care if it's a gay character, a straight character, a character that's supposed to be a bad guy, a good guy. All they really care about at the end of the day is how much money they'll be able to make off of that character. That's it. Now, as for the people within the Wizard of the Coast, that's a whole different, clusterfuck by itself.
Yep.
Because I mean, I could always go back to another different brand that that has been around for a while, like Parker Brothers, and a certain trademarked game that exists that is questionable on its origin, called Monopoly, and how they've created so many different versions of it, yet still print out somewhat of the classic version of it multiple different times, even though it's considerably non-woke. So I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they'll find a way of adding in ESG into the Monopoly game, where you have to make a deal with the bank in order to
You
promote environment socialism,
there's
They
a
do. They
time
do. They
out.
and
have that
There's
in their
a
shit.
protest happens on Blue Boulevard. You must evacuate the you must evacuate the neighborhood before the mob burns it down.
no protest happens on your neighborhood. Pay $2 million in repairs.
There
So
you
then
go.
yeah.
See, I knew there was a way to incorporate it.
Yeah,
There's
there's your chance.
There's always a way of doing it. It's just how much profit are they going to be able to make off of it. That's all they care about.
Well, just do this homebrew.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people are just going to say. And there's, Paizo being not shitty is getting all of the attention now. Because people, if this is how Hasbro wants to be, let's be honest, it's Hasbro, not just Wizards of the Coast. If this is how they're going to treat a 40-plus-year-old gaming brand, people are just going to say, no, there's another equal, somewhat, some would say better gaming system over here. Yeah, we're going to go over to that.
Well, even
Okay,
then,
hold up. I'm gonna have to ask again. How do we know it's Hasbro that's actually doing it? The corporation Hasbro. Remember, Wizard of the Coast, like it or not, is an independent organization.
Owned by Hasbro.
Yeah, and Hasbro doesn't. It's the same thing like Google owns YouTube. And what does YouTube do?
Rogue. I'm
Owned by Google.
Yeah, and YouTube
gonna-
still runs on a net negative.
yeah, but here's the thing. Whenever YouTube gets sued, they don't really sue Google, they sue YouTube. Now, Google could get involved with it.
Yeah.
It's a different corporate entity.
Here's the thing. It used to be part of the umbrella, but Hasbro brought it in directly a couple years back. So now they do have a managing department for it, and the person who is managing the WotC department used to work for Microsoft and was all about the monies. And that's when, Microsoft started to really fuck up a lot of shit. So
Well,
They should
here's
have tired.
it's still considered a subsidiary of Hasbro, meaning it's still outside of the actual corporation.
well,
you can hop on some mods, yeah. That's fine, but let me put it like this: I don't want to do this with gameplay and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a steep, slippery slope because what's the next step? Oh, your playthrough of this video game. We're gonna charge you for it.
As in the wise words of some internet troll out there that I've seen, all slopes are slippery. You're just ignoring the warning signs.
yeah. Honestly, I don't care. They can't do this to my 2.0, and I don't care.
And they can't do it to 3.0, so.
Well, 3.5 either.
Well, 3.5. 3.5 is always the best. Fuck this other
Yeah.
bullshit.
I like 2 the best because you can do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Oh, you can't have 3.0. You just gotta fudge some things.
Well, yeah.
Samaj and Sparky server.
We're in Sparky's Discord there, Samaj.
But I miss old Daco. The old way of Faco armor class. Oh, I miss the 2.
Just hop into Robot Masters. Alright, yeah, there you go. There you go. You're live with us.
Okay.
Hey, Samaj.
I heard you guys talking about the whole Wizard of the Coast thing and all the stuff about micromanaging, if you will. Well, I shouldn't say micromanaging; it's just different levels of management.
Yeah.
Micromanaging the
Yeah,
players.
do you have a take on this?
Well, I mean, when it comes to the different, because when you think of Hasbro, it's the same thing when you talk about Disney. Like Disney, the corporation, doesn't actually get involved with things like with Marvel and all that. They have their own. They have their own. Like there's the boss of Marvel, and then they run things. And if things go bad, that's the boss of Marvel. A lot of times people will get mad at Disney for this stuff, and really Disney has nothing to do with it. They're like, oh, that's whoever I set in charge of that. Hasbro's much the same thing. It's Wizard of the Coast and the management going on there. Because the woman in charge at Wizard of the Coast, she came from Microsoft. Her big claim of fame was helping pioneer, I think it was pioneering the micro payments or micro.
Well, that's like saying, Bob Iger had nothing to do with Bob Chapek's decisions whatsoever, even though he refused to leave the building.
No, hold up. Hang on. That's a whole different conversation with the Chapek and Iger thing because that's a different department. We all knew that Iger wanted to get back into control, and it is speculated and believed that Chapek is going to be used as the fall guy going forward.
Even though Chapek's already kind of filed an FCC filing saying nope.
It doesn't really matter at this point.
I know.
So going back to the crux of the original argument, going back to the Hasbro. With their underneath corporations or underneath subsidiaries that they have. Yes, unfortunately, Wizard of the Coast and the people behind it are the ones that are running the show. Ultimately,
yeah,
it's the same thing. What's happening with Warner Brothers and HBO Max? There's a few cartoons that are being taken, or not just cartoons, but certain shows that are being removed off of HBO Max because they can't afford the licensing even though they belong to the same corporation.
Mhm.
So,
Well, it's not that unusual. Well, it's happened a few times that some shows are actually just going to be a write-off,
Mhm.
and it as like a tax write-off. Famously, there was that one show. I want to say the '90s, could be in the early 2000s. I think it was called MXR. It was that those that fat hillbilly and his skinny friend get like a mech
oh, with
car.
the vehicle, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, giant robots.
Yeah, it's an excellent show. It was very beloved, and then everyone wondered how come it's never been brought back. No remakes. The characters never been referenced, and it's because that was used as a tax write-off. If it comes back in any way, it'll reopen the case, and then they can have all kinds of legal trouble. So
That sounds like the same thing that Harmony Gold got into with Robotech and stuff like that.
hold
could
on.
be. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in a shit show into this now.
Go
Oh
for it.
God, please don't. Oh no.
HBO's Velma.
What about
Maybe.
HBO Zilma?
Well, it could be a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It could be why it's so bad.
Well, it's
It was
not.
bad
It's
on
not even a
purpose.
tax write-off. Didn't one of the stars put their own money into the fucking show to
Yeah,
get it
she
pushed
did.
out?
The main creator and producer, she put her money in it. It's her program. Her. So this is another thing that most people forget. For example, you remember the new
Somebody's
Warriors,
daydream self-insert into a beloved
right?
character.
Remember that comic book that was supposed to come out in Marvel a while back, the new Marvels, or the new Warriors. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
well, that was somebody's $1 million idea that he put in and invested into it, so that he was hoped that the book would be released, and Marvel never, to this day, has released it. There's a book that exists that's out there that they've never released. They got the million for it.
So they're just sinking money into projects that ends up being bomb. Well,
Yes.
supposedly HBO has renewed a season 2 of Velma already. They're on what, episode 4 or 5 release already?
Yeah, and then it comes back down to how much money was sunk in it through the Mindy and her little project that she has.
Well, and that could be. There was another example I wanted to bring up that's more recently. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the sci-fi cartoon Final Space.
Yeah, I know
I'm
about
not.
it.
It's a really good show. It's granted it gets a little wordy at times. They get too much on the emotional thing, but then the actual sci-fi stuff's not. It's actually pretty good. But that's also much the same way, where it's a project. It was a personal project from like a guy who's like a YouTuber, and he tried to I can't remember which studio has it, but they canceled it, and they kind of canceled it with prejudice, if you will, because the guy's trying to, like, okay, well, maybe I'll just take the project somewhere else, and that they're fighting to keep it, but they're also making sure it gets canceled. They're trying to make sure he doesn't take it anywhere, take the project somewhere else,
Warner
which
Brother
is
has it as
okay,
the
which is
distribution.
yeah, and not just that, they are scrubbing it from the internet. They're scrubbing it everywhere. They're trying. They were even trying to take down YouTube videos with clips and stuff on it. They are violently trying to get this project off. No idea why. Not a clue. But they are very protective, and they're going to make sure it's permanently canceled. Now, this is a very similar thing that went on with that MXR show. In other words, it seems like it's going to be a tax write-off, and considering the trouble that Warner Bros. Is having right now, that's probably it, and they're probably going to use it as an excuse to cancel other animated shows.
Yeah, and
So
that basically kind of argued a good portion of my point. We have to be very careful when assuming a certain corporation, because they're the master, that the subsidiary is not working independent.
Now, so tell me something. Is this an actual suit, or is this something that was leaked?
For
what
what?
suit?
For Final Space and that?
Well, not Final Space, but what you were talking about with Watsy beforehand.
A suit? Nobody's suing them just yet. They just did not
Yeah.
release the they just got so much backlash over the leak of the new OGL
Well, there was
that they're kind of trying to walk it back without really walking it back.
Yeah.
well there are some people who I know are talking about suing to get stopped because they're going to be affected, because there's a lot of games that use a lot of the mechanics from D&D. Like I believe it was The Witcher, and
Witcher is using it, yeah.
Yeah, and then certain
Well,
parts are also used in other games like
it's
Cyberpunk.
well, it also kind of comes down to it like that. Is like you can copyright and trademark certain things, but you can trademark the design of a brake, but you cannot trademark the brake itself, like on a vehicle. It's like if it's a certain design, certain shape, certain way it's put together, yeah, you can trademark that. But if it's changed in some way, shape, or form, you can't because it breaks the trademark, and that's how it goes. They can't do this legally. It falls
No,
flat on its
they
face in
can't
court.
copyright the rules. They can't copyright the rules, is what they
Yeah,
can't.
well, they can't copyright the monsters. They can't copyright a particular monster, like the drawings in the books. Yes, they can do that with. But if someone goes through and does a redesign of that monster to use in something else and still name it the same thing, they can't.
Yes and no.
That's
It
fair
depends on.
use.
But again, yes and no. It depends on again. It comes back down to the 25% difference, and that's very questionable. Lawyers
There,
probably argue a point.
Well, and even at that, I mean, like some people will still try to make a case, and ultimately it'd be up to a judge to decide. And they probably would. They may go one way or the other. It's almost not even worth doing to try and do that.
yeah.
Um,
Well, and a lot of people think that when you go to court for fair use or for copyright, trademark, stuff like that, it's to, oh, we're going to make sure that no one can do this. No, the courts are more in favor to fair use and sharing of art and stuff like that, because whenever you go to a case and you say, okay, yeah, no, you can't do this because of this, and this, it stifles creation and art, and the courts don't want to do that. That's actually part of the law for copyright.
well,
I mean, most of the monsters they can't even copyright.
No, they can't.
well,
Because
it
they've been in existence through history the
Oh.
mythological sense of them have been throughout history for a long time. So
Yes, well, but some of the creatures that they did create, like the Beholder and stuff that was unique to D&D, they can copyright, and maybe they should. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's also a
people-
threshold. That's also a threshold in that, and it's gone by for so long they didn't do anything about it. So now it's considered public domain.
Well,
Yeah,
not-
but hold up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Public domain, when it comes down to it, kind of varies. So we're talking because again, if it's not over a certain threshold, like 75 years in that, then it is unfortunate that it could go into a copyright or a trademark.
Well, the thing is it's been out for other companies and they didn't do anything about it. So it kind of grandfathers itself in.
Not necessarily. It doesn't matter.
here's the thing: the Beholder is a mythological creature from Greek mythology.
It is.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, most of the creatures are.
And big deal. People make something similar, give it a different name, give it a different skin. It's enough of a change where they can't copyright it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem is even the rules and mechanics within D&D, I believe, was always set in place by another company beforehand. They took them and tweaked them and made their own thing out of it. So even then, they can't even copyright the game mechanics and shit.
Now the stories they can.
The stories. Yes, stories they can. Backgrounds,
Go
ahead.
Mythological.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say most people who stream this stuff or make homebrew content end up making their own stories anyways off of those rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's considered a transformative work.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey.
But I will have to say your argument with Beholder doesn't really work because it's not a mythological creature that exists in Greco-Roman times. It actually only appears in D&D.
I mean, yeah, some of the things with D&D, but you're right about there are certain things in history that you can use because it's Greek mythology or any kind of mythology.
Yeah, like for example, a centaur, the Sybaris or something like that. You could pretty much strike that off. But unfortunately, when you have something like a giant ball with eyes and you call it the Beholder, that's actually within the D&D franchise. They created it. So
Mhm. But the thing, I think what gets people kind of upset is because it was like an open license. A lot of people just used D&D related content. I think I've seen like Beholders or something like a Beholder in various different movies. Like I think Big Trouble in Little China had something like that as
yeah,
well.
they
And
again, there's all variances of it, but it
Different name.
It is in the Chinese mythology.
okay, and that would make sense for that movie then. So I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. We're arguing like from like amateurs up, but even if let's say something is in public domain and something is that does get made, big companies can still try to fuck with you. I'll give you an example. I saw an excellent video the other day about Fox Kids' cartoon Peter Pan and the Pirates, and Disney was going after them an awful lot and making a fair bit of threats about like Peter Pan, even though they argue public domain. Well, apparently that can't always help you, and
Correct.
Disney certainly tried, and that's why they made so many changes. Like Captain Hook, they made sure his hook hand was the other hand. Or one character has an eye patch. Oh, his eye patch is on the other one. Well, Peter Pan's not wearing green. He's wearing brown. He's not wearing this. He's wearing that. Or our Tinkerbell's red and she talks. So they had to go through all these various different things, even though you could easily say Disney doesn't have a leg to stand on.
That
Apparently
doesn't stop
they
them
do.
from trying.
It doesn't stop them from trying.
It doesn't stop them from trying. Yeah, exactly. And so it can be an issue.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
Or they
nowadays,
just didn't want to go through the hassle, and they said it's easier to change colors and make this one speak that didn't speak before than arguing and fussing with Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be indeed. So
And this is where it gets kind of a little bit
I'll be
dicey
back.
when we're talking about legalities when it's copyright and trademarks and other things, parts of history. So yeah, unfortunately, a business is going to do what a business does best. Try to preserve its copyright as firmly as needed. And if they can't work it in one well, they'll treat it as a trademark, which gives them a lot more leniency. That's the other thing that most people forget. A trademark overrules copyright.
I mean, maybe these are things for courts to argue about.
Mhm.
The rest of us just do our best to stay out of the way.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we can comment on it, but as far as actually having any actual say on it, no, we don't.
No.
So.
Yeah.
So,
But like I said, yes, most Asian cultures have a disembodied head with sometimes just a regular face or multiple eyes. Not necessarily tentacle eyes, but still.
Yeah, but the creature that you picked out that is supposed to be similar to a beholder isn't the beholder. That's the problem. That is a specific name that only is mentioned and created for Dungeons.
Well, no, the name is yes. So you could copyright the name, but the actual creature
Not really.
itself.
They really don't need to copyright it when it's a trademark. So they've trademarked the name.
all right. Anyways,
Good luck in Japan with that.
This is a good conversation and
China.
stuff like that. But let's go ahead and kind of move on because we're just kind of going, beating
Back
around
in
circles
circles and having
Yeah.
fun and creating boredom. Okay. What do
Well,
you got? What do you got?
just
What do
out
you
of
got?
curiosity, before we move on, did you guys talk about Vox Machina and their whole thing going on?
Penn brought it
I
up.
Penn
had-
brought it up. That's how we got here.
I didn't bring up anything else from Vox Machina other than the release of season 2, which I plan on binge watching, but I know that as it ties to the Wizards of the Coast OGL, Mercer and the gang are not happy, but they haven't, at least I haven't seen them publicly voice it. They've only been liking comments of others who have been voicing their displeasure.
That's because
I
it's probably under an NDA.
Well, I think they also have a pretty cozy relationship because they've been doing a fair bit. Partially because they have a really popular Twitch show. I think it's on Twitch. I don't usually watch it, but it's a
Twitch.
Twitch with a archive episodes on YouTube.
right. See, I'm not familiar with it, but I did hear about the show, and was watching a series of videos talking about how they've been avoiding certain D&D topics like the gods and other such things, and instead focusing on like generic related villains. Like season 1, the villains were like vampires. and dragons. Well, those aren't really copyright written, and you can do whatever. Apparently, in the game, they actually did have various different races and creatures that are exclusively from D&D, which they purposely avoided. Which sounds like they've had this. They knew what was coming long in advance, or at least they knew something like this could happen.
There's a
So
lot of insider information that eventually gets brought to us.
probably,
after
and
the fact,
I'm
yeah.
only just recently learning about this because I don't know anything about D&D. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was an interesting topic.
Ooh, no.
Well, wait a minute. If what you're saying is true, and they knew what was coming down the pipeline, and they didn't have the due diligence to warn their audience about it either, I guess that's what happens when you rub shoulders and get coin, that sweet, sweet
Yeah,
coin
but that's
from
another
Wizards.
Well, again,
Well-
hang on. That's another
Hasbro.
issue. Well, again, that's another issue that you deal with when you have to hobnob with a certain owner of a certain franchise, and then having to deal with NDAs that are.
I was gonna say
applicable.
NDAs.
So you have a show that's focusing on what Dungeons and Dragons, the actual paper and pen based game, tabletop. So now you've got to oblige by whatever rules that Wizard of the Coast has provided to you, and you have to make sure that the big boy who owns the entire franchise is not being affected when it comes down to merchandise sales. That's it.
Mm.
That's on you. That's you who's operating that business. So you're not going to leak out a lot of information. Now, as for the people between Wizards of the Coast and anybody who's dealing with Hasbro, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
So if Hasbro says enough of this woke shit, then it's over.
That'd be nice.
But
Well,
if Hasbro is not being affected by this woke conversation, then they're like, I don't fucking care. As long as you don't damage our ability to, sell merch, you can do what the fuck that you want. You can paint the blue sky purple for all we care, as long as it doesn't affect the overall bottom dollar. And that's his corporations.
that could be. Anyway, I guess we want to move on.
But
Well, I mean, we can.
I thought we were, but we fell back into the nice little.
We fell back into the
Backslid.
trap. The trap.
That's my fault. Sorry.
No,
No, this-
it
no,
is. It was
you
a
didn't
question
set
that
the
you
trap.
asked, and then
I
and
did.
then- yes, so
Well,
yes,
well-
Rogue just confirms. Yes, it's Pen's fault.
Yes.
Hashtag
Well,
blame
it's
Pen.
since
hashtag blame pen.
well, since Len just jumped in, you got anything you want to talk about?
How crazy of a son that you raised, that kind of shit.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I just came in to say, hey, folks, I hadn't talked to you in a while. Make sure everybody was still on the top side of the grass, not pushing up daisies.
No. When I start pushing up daisies, I'll make sure that I'll have a direct line to you to let you know how it looks from the bottom up.
That's okay. And that way I'll pick the daisies and make some daisy wine.
There you go.
Ooh.
See? There you go.
Oh no, Lynn is going to use Rogue's body for compost.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think that, but
I just had my dandelion wine become fermented enough to drink, so
Wow.
it's pretty good.
I see.
But you didn't use anybody's essence for it, did you?
My own.
Not the
My own.
Not that you know of, but several thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of
90% of the
years.
dandelions came from around the area where my septic tank drains.
So there you go. I mean, it is quite possible that somebody might have helped in the creation of his drink.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you, has any of you guys been paying attention to what's going on at Davos?
Oh,
Or you even know what Davos is?
I know what Davos is. I just haven't been
Okay.
following much.
Davion pesos.
I will be honest. I've been distracted since earlier this week with the release of the new lottery system. Not the release of the new lottery bidding system in 14, and now I am a proud owner of a couple of plots, so I have decoration to do.
Yeah, she got some stuff that doesn't exist. It only exists in video games. So if they ever stop making it, she no longer has a plot. But yeah, I think you're referring
The
to
world
the
economics.
no,
Yeah.
not just that, but their version of the Green New Deal that they've
Oh
demanded that
yeah,
everybody follows with.
yeah. Give up your gas stove. What was the other one?
Oh,
Stop
basically,
drinking coffee.
stop drinking
Oh,
coffee, give up
fuck
your
What the
gas
off.
fuck?
stove.
No.
You no longer have the
Fuck
right to own a
off.
vehicle.
Yep,
You no longer have a right to own a vehicle.
You
yep,
no longer right to own a stove unless it's one that they can turn off remotely.
yep.
Yes.
No.
There's a few others that they threw in there, but yeah, no, they have their
You
own
own nothing
deal.
and you'll be happy. Yes,
Yeah.
I heard that say.
Yeah.
The Germans are already protesting because they said no more beer. So I wish them luck now.
Well, there is a big push on trying to make sure that we all have microchips in our brains, so that's an
Yes,
interesting thing.
yes.
Oh yeah, I heard of what's his name, Klaus Schwab, or
Yeah. Cloud
that
swap.
boy
He's,
needs to go to meet his maker real soon.
we can only
In
wish
Minecraft.
that would happen
In
sooner
Minecraft.
than
In
later.
Minecraft.
But
Yeah, he needs to Minecraft himself.
You
Yep.
all know that he was a Nazi youth, a German Nazi youth.
Same as George Soros, yeah.
yeah, he was a delivery boy for the Germans back in the day. Yes.
He was proud of it, and it was the happiest times of his life.
Yes.
Same
Literally,
for George.
he has said this.
Same
Yeah.
for George Soros. He said the
yeah.
same
Soros
thing.
was a big one too. Yeah.
Yeah, they were friends, by the way.
Actually, the sad fact is that anybody who's in the World Health Organization, well, not the World Economic Forum, not even World Health, all have ties to Nazi Germany.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah,
His-
but those two
his-
have direct ties.
Well,
no.
his
When I say ties, we're talking direct ties, as in everybody
They were
that
there.
you guys
Yeah.
got from Operation Paperclip created these things.
Oh yeah.
Here's what
Well,
I
they
gotta
didn't ask
say.
my opinion because, if they'd asked my opinion back then, which I wasn't born back then, but had
Sure.
I been and I'd have been back here, I'd say, no, hang them motherfuckers along with the other guys that you're hanging.
Mm-hmm. But no, we all kept a certain degree of them, and hell, if I remember correctly, there was a few countries, including the United States, that spent millions upon millions of dollars trying to find Adolf Hitler, even though the guy was supposedly dead. We were all looking for him.
If he's dead, why are we looking?
Yeah.
Well, here's a good one. The guy that they brought over here for the rocket scientist, what was his name? Yvonne something Von Braun Brown.
Brown,
Yeah.
I believe it was
He
Brown,
he was running NASA there for a long time. It's like, excuse me?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
You could tell an old German major soldier or part of the close inner circle by the scar on their face.
They used to pack them with horsehair. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically they those were fencing scars, and they just thought, just to pack these things to make them look more brutal than what it is. So the more scars, the more hideous it looked, the more threatening the more threat you created. It's all about presentation. And
Yeah.
so if you ever look across the board, whether it be civilian-based operations, government-based operations, you can see a lot with these massive, weird scars on their face, and you kind of go, white dude, are you sure he's not German? And a Nazi on top of it, and should we not be worried?
Yeah, it makes me wonder how many of them little fuckers are in our Congress and Senate.
Yeah, here's what I think. They need to be put in a gas stove, locked, and turned on max.
No, they need to be sent to the showers.
That would be great.
Minecraft.
Too. I mean, a combination of the two. Let them sit. Yeah, I mean, have them sit down in front of a TV and slowly be gassed. That'd be work too.
Well, no, do them like they did the Jews and the other people. Go take a shower,
Mhm.
and it's a shower they never walk out of.
Yeah, it's a one way in, no way out kind of situation. Yeah, no. Yeah, von Braun was the father of rocket science.
Yeah.
He's the father of the American Lunar Project. I mean, you guys had issues with the communists, but you were all happy about the fascists. So.
Oh yeah.
So here we are.
What's funny is he wrote a book back in the 40s.
Yeah.
And it mentions that the United States has the first guy that goes to Mars, right? And guess what the first guy's name that goes to Mars is? Elon. It's like, is he a time traveler or what the fuck?
It is a weird name, but yeah.
On on a different note, with the whole World Economic Forum thing going on in Davos, I was actually surprised to find out that their little poster child, our leader here in Canada, Justin Trudeau, was not invited.
I'm not surprised. He's been on the out since the fiasco that he created with the truckers.
Indeed.
When he went and freezed their bank accounts and cut off their credit cards and their PayPals and shit, yeah, he went down tubes fast.
Yeah. It just all they can actually say on that one is he went to Nazion and he showcased an issue, a big one, with the World Economic Forum, because he's one of the
He exposed
favorites. He was one of the favorites. And,
yeah, he exposed it. He pulled the trigger before they were ready for him to pull the trigger.
Yeah. He needed to slow down, and he just went to full fascist.
He bonified himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what I was finding funny is that the areas, countries around there, they were getting together, getting their escorts and their prostitutes all gathered up to send to Davos to service the businessmen and all these leaders and stuff. And I thought, I wonder what their wife thinks about that, sitting at home, knowing their husband's going over there and there's escorts and prostitutes that's going to be there working the crowd. It's like, I wouldn't let mine go. I said, no, you're going to miss this one, bitch.
Unless the wives are in on it.
Well, that's
Like,
true.
oh, hon, tell me about all of your escapades once you get back and let's reenact them.
Also, most people, what they don't know is there is a relationship with the World Economic Forum and Jeffrey Epstein.
No shit.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Surprise,
No,
surprise.
There is. I'm sure there is. No, there is a connection.
No shit. Yeah.
So,
Do you know what Jeffrey Epstein has in common with Christmas lights?
that one I'm not 100% sure on, because it
They don't hang themselves.
Oh, jeez. That's a joke in our
Yeah, I've heard that one.
No. Yes, no.
So there is, since you brought up the whole Epstein thing, I don't know, you guys heard about all the drone footage from over top of Epstein Island?
Yeah, I watched it. Well, it was live. Yeah.
So there was a few of them that go on and they go flying, and they say there's some gray-haired guy that walks around there because there's staff there that still maintain the place, and some guy who's apparently, it looks like he's living in the building, and all the footage. We're like, who the hell is this guy? Because there's
probably Epstein's brother.
Well, it could be. Who knows? Well, one of the conspiracies is that Epstein didn't actually die.
No,
he probably didn't.
Quite possible.
Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, like, Epstein Island's on for sale. Who's buying it? We don't know. And then some guy's clearly living there. So something's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton.
Maybe it's Bill Clinton.
Bill has gone back there to make sure that none of his DNA is kicking around.
Right. Either that or he's gone back to reminisce about old times.
Yeah, no, there's that. Yeah. Oh,
I just want.
I just want over here. God, she was a cute one.
I just want to know what's inside that temple. You guys, I don't know if you guys ever saw the footage, but it's all like painted wood.
Well, if you look, he had one drone footage, and if you cut it, stop it where it was at, and blow it up, there's a bookshelf in there. There's a bed in there. What else was there in there? There's a couple of pictures on the wall.
Well, I think it was like Luke Rakowski back in the day. He actually took a boat on there and he filmed going around there. They have all these little statues of demons and stuff and bizarre.
Yeah. No, that's where they do a lot of their quote unquote full rituals. So they also
there's the sundial. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same thing that they would do for what the fuck is that other operation that they do for all the big up and coming mucky. They have to be there in order for it happens every summer or around that time frame. Jesus.
Solstice.
Burning Man?
No. It's just only for the high-powered individuals. So you'll see like Epstein, Elon Musk, or whoever that have to be there. Otherwise, it's like it's almost like a private meeting in the United States off of a small lake area that's in the middle of the woods, and they do stupid.
Is it Crystal Lake?
And that.
I think, are you talking about Bohemian Grove?
Thank you, Bohemian Grove. That's it.
Yeah, that's in California. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a fucked up kind of place.
No, that is exactly. It's the same thing that they're doing there.
Moloch.
They are at the island for the temple. It's just
I was kind of impressed to see that. I don't know if you guys ever seen the cartoon show Inside Job, but they actually did an episode in like season 2 where they actually go to Bohemian Grove and they actually have the Moloch stuff in there. I'm like, oh god, you guys are just going in there, aren't you? All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like this. They can't gain power over you if they don't let you know what they're up to. I mean, they never really try to hide anything. They just put it right out there in your face, and people walk. It's kind of like you can't see the tree for the forest.
Yeah. 'cause
And it's like
like-
when people, they say,
Isn't it? You
"Well,
can't
that's
see
a
the forest for the
conspiracy
trees?
theory." Well, look back in history, sweetheart. Every conspiracy theory that started out to be a conspiracy theory within 20 years was proved that it was actually true.
Correct.
Didn't we have this conversation last week?
I don't know, but it sounds fairly familiar.
I swear to God, we had this conversation last week.
Well, I think we kind of did start on that one, and I don't know if we did it on air or off air, but yeah, it's within the.
And
the
do
talking
any of
point.
you think it's kind of funny that all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, they're finding classified documents at Biden's Delaware home and at Penn State, and
I'm not surprised at this one because
I am I'm not surprised, but it's just kind of like an aha moment. They don't want him to run again for president because he's been a fucking mockery and a joke, and he won't. He's mentally disabled enough to know that they don't want him to run, and he can't take the hint, and they're doing this because if you go and look, the guy that they have as a special counsel for the Biden case is Hur, H-U-R.
Yeah.
He was also the one that delivered the memo to the FBI and the DOJ promoting the Russia, the Russia hoax story.
Collusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also there was 2 or 3 other things he did that was kind of shady, and it's like, yeah, well, this ain't gonna end well for Biden. Matter of fact, I wouldn't bet. I'm looking for them to start impeachment proceedings on him, and then we end up with cackling Hackle herself.
No, I think I think it was I know Gemex and myself off air that I thought was quite hilarious of because you guys are pretty much doomed when it comes down to who's going to be the next president of the United States, realistically speaking. I mean, who do you think should be running?
Trump.
Yep.
If it wasn't for him, none of this shit would have ever came to the top. Nobody would ever have paid attention. Everything they have accused Trump of, they have been found guilty of.
Okay.
I would
Because
vote
he's
for
with
Trump.
protection.
I would vote for Trump just to piss off everyone.
Yeah,
Actually, that's
great, but-
the reason why.
Okay,
I
it's
voted
just
last
like
few
this.
times.
It's just like this. They went and raided Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
They did all that shit when they shouldn't had to. They went in there with soft kid gloves when Biden supposedly had secret documents, and it wasn't after everybody was drawing glaring light at him that they finally sent FBI in to search his place, and they searched for 12 hours. I'm sure they were in there drinking coffee and eating Jill's cookies, but and it's like Trump has always said that you watch, I'll show you this is true, just watch. And he's, it's weird that everything he told us was happening, everybody mocked him and shushed him and said, oh, you're crazy or you're full of shit. That's no way it happened. And then it ended up being true. It's like, I had no clue. I had an idea, but didn't know if it was true or not, that Russia was selling all of the gas and oil to the European countries, right? And through that pipeline.
Yeah.
Until Trump says, why do you trust somebody that you want the United States to protect you from? You want us to have our bases in your country to protect you from Russia, but you're buying natural gas and oil and diesel and all this stuff from them. He said, either you pay us to protect you or I'm pulling my troops out. And he said, you shouldn't rely on just Russia for your fuel and shit because One of these days, that could come back and bite you right square in the ass. Well, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's also biting us too because, and I hear this all the time. It's like, oh well, none of our gas companies and oil companies are drilling for oil. They got the permits and stuff like that. Yeah, they got the permits to drill on lands that they don't know about. They've locked all the lands that they know for sure oil's on. Yeah, they got the permits to drill, but it's like that's a multi-billion-dollar operation to start up a well and drill it. And if it turns out to be nothing, the prospect marks, yeah, but they're not. They're not for sure places where oil is. All the places that for sure we know oil is, they got them locked down.
They got the rights to drill.
They don't have the land.
No, they got the rights to drill. They just don't have an easement to get to the land.
Yeah, that's what
they did. They gave them the rights to drill, just not a way to get there to start drilling.
Yeah. They want to drill on lands that they already have, which the lands have already proven that it doesn't produce.
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you. Look around, you guys. Where you guys are sitting, look around. How much shit do you have sitting in front of you that's made out of plastic?
Every single fucking thing.
When they take away the oil process, everything that's sitting in front of you, it's made out of plastic. It's made out of petroleum.
Well, here's the thing. And that goes for medical, to basic household items, to electrical, to food, to drugs, everything.
To wind turbines, because what do they got in them? Hydraulic oil and oil.
Yep. And grease.
And grease. And your solar panels, the stuff they use to clean the panels on them, so they can keep generating.
If I remember right, some of the fiberglass that those wind turbines are made out of, fiberglass has petroleum products in it.
It does.
I do.
So I like all these fucking activists. Oh, glue ourselves to the paintings. Yeah, the glue you're using to glue yourself to the fucking painting has fucking petroleum products in it, dumbass.
I would say leave them there to be displayed.
Yeah, I mean, I think I forget which art studio that had exactly. I think it was a German one. They just shut down for the entire day.
Yep. Well,
and when they wanted to use the restroom, they wouldn't get them a bowl or anything to pee in, so they had to piss themselves.
They turned off the lights. They was like, "We're done. Everybody go home now. Nothing to see."
And then when they released them in the morning, they for breaking an entry and trespassing, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see where Georgia was going through their problem down in Atlanta with the protesters for the police to put them in a training center there to train their cops and everything? They were peacefully protesting. Then there was a bunch of activists in there that was busting windows, setting cars on fire.
Yeah.
Georgia's police department went in there and rolled them little boys' asses. I was like, yeah, okay. Now that's what I like to see. You go in there, you let the peaceful protest keep on marching. You go in there and you nail them little fuckers that's throwing rocks and bricks and setting fires and shit. Yank their asses up there and then let them be an example and throw the goddamn book at them. And people say, well, I ain't going to fuck around with Georgia no more.
Well, they already said if this gets any worse, they're going to call up the National Guard and they're going to let them open fire.
I like Oklahoma. Back when they had Antifa and the Black Lives Matter and all that shit going on, and they were marching, closing down roads and everything, our governor passed a law that if you felt endangered in your vehicle because a crowd blocked you and was beating on your car, you had the right to go through them.
And this is the reason why I say if that ever happens to me and there is someone blocking the road, it is going to go thump thump underneath my tires.
Because you feel for your life. You fear for your life.
Right? I fear for my life anytime I see some rando fucking asshole on the side of the road. You don't know what the fuck they want.
That is true.
There you go. That's all you need. That's all you need to remember.
But, Spark, you can't aim for them.
Oh, no, I'm not going to aim. It's got to be if they're in the middle of the fucking road.
Right. You can't aim at them.
You have to I wanted to dodge, but I didn't know where to go. I just went straight.
Exactly.
I
Your
remember
Honor,
what
I was just trying to get away. It's
I
not
had
my
my
fault that they
horn.
kept on jumping in front of my car.
I
I
had my
remember
lights
what my
on.
mama told me.
Blinkers
She said,
on to cross over the
I had
lanes
my
and everything.
I had my lights on, the horn blowing. And the fucker just didn't move.
or you can say, I remember what my mama told me, that when an animal jumps in front of you, don't try to dodge and miss it because it'll cause you to have an accident.
No, I don't fucking dodge animals and stuff like that. I came into a close call with Captain Hook on the way home a couple years ago, and there was a deer running across the road, and it grazed the front end of my my vehicle. And before we hit it, it's like, hang on.
I still love that FedEx truck that was dragging the one black guy.
Oh god!
I love that one. Oh my god, that he was like, stop! There's someone on there. He's like, fuck you! You got guns.
I can remember an interesting trip. I was going to work one morning and I had to cross this bridge, and it was like maybe, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile long.
Oh, time out.
And when I
when-
got on the bridge, what?
When you get done with the story, tell the story with you and Trudes on the way to I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck
anyway,
it was, but
St. Louis.
yeah.
But anyways, I got on this bridge, and about that time, just as soon as I got on the bridge, I looked at her, and coming around the corner of the bridge, because the railing, it come up and around the rail, and all of a sudden this deer slid in there beside me, going the same way I was. And it's a 2-lane bridge, and instead of it being over there in the left-hand lane, it was right up there against my damn door, and I was like, would you fucking move over? Because, it had me almost up against the side of the bridge, rubbing my wheels on it. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I eased over and got against it and kind of was trying to ease it over, and it kept easing it. And I was like, this ain't going to work out good for you, you little dirt bag. Anyways, we went across that bridge. As soon as we got across it, went left and over the bank. And I thought, well, finally. And I got to work. And when I got out and looked the side of my car where there was a crack or whatever, it had deer hair stuck in there all the way to the bumper. My boss comes over and says, you hit a deer? And I said, no, this sucker was trying to rub the paint off. And as far
drunk.
yeah, and as far as Trude and everything, we were going to her family reunion in Virginia, and we were coming through St. Louis, and it was like 1 a.m. in the morning, and we were taking, of course, GPS, so it sends you down the dark alleys and all that shit. And I was running about 45, that was the speed limit, and all of a sudden I seen up ahead, the street lights, I seen there was some people on the side of the road. And when they seen us, there was like 3 or 4 of them. They got out there in the middle, and it was, acting like idiots, jumping up and down and stuff, and acting like they were. I don't know what they were acting like. So I told her, I said, hang on. She said, why? And she said, you stopping? And I said, fuck no, I'm not stopping. And I just turned the lights on bright and just floorboarded it. And when I got up there to them, they just jumped to the side, and I thought, yep.
They didn't want to play chicken.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
There was no way I was stopping at 1 a.m. in the middle of the night on the dark, the back side of St. Louis, because 3 people were messing around the street. It's like gonna be roadkill is all I got to say.
Yep. Okay, so do we got anything else to talk about?
No, I'm leaving you all. You guys got me worried about this world.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah,
Oh, bullshit. You already had that thought before you jumped in.
I'm going to chain my gas stove down so they can't take it away from me. Bolt it to the floor.
Makes sense.
Well, I got a gas burner top. I got an electric stove.
How do you have electric?
Oh, that's what they want, but it won't be efficient enough, and they're going to tell you got to buy that $14,000 top put in there.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my one that was made in the 70s.
How dare you? You're gonna give you child brain aneurysm and asthma? My fucking god!
I don't have children, so fuck off.
I'm gonna dip here. I have an Aussie friend I'm gonna spend some time with.
Aussie friend, huh?
It's not
Land down under.
No, it's not Nemo.
Land down under.
Although I do miss the little fish, but
Okay.
it's not Nemo.
No, you're bad. You done screwed up already.
Yeah,
Okay, guys.
I guess I probably should send
All
him a
right,
message.
later, Lynn. Later, Pin.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
And with that,
Bye.
yeah, and with that, I think we're done for today. We kind of covered everything I want to cover. Showcase some information. Not for your information. Fuck you, idiots. Along with all that, had some good topics, and we'll see what we come up with next week.
Are we
Be
doing
sure
this
to-
under 2 hours?
We
2 hours.
2 hours.
It's 2 hours.
Oh my god!
I know.
Oh my
right?
god! Wow.
I mean,
wow,
we
right?
haven't had a fanatic spur come in here or a weirdo talk about lolly shit. So I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we need to cut off here before we push our luck.
I know.
So,
There you go. Do it.
but anyways, make sure to keep an eye on G and F every. Actually, Rogue, you go ahead and go for the schedule on G and F. There you go.
Well, I mean, GNF is mostly if you want to talk to about Televisible, then head over there on the Twitch side of GNF TV every Friday. Otherwise, if you want to watch anything gaming related, then keep your eyes out on the schedule there on Twitch because it could be very random. But I know Thursday is a group gaming that happens with Kill Our Groove and the rest of the weirdos that we bring in. So there's that.
Yep. Again, SCC. Yeah, you go ahead, Jim.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be streaming Letter tonight, MechWarrior 5, Mercenaries, live streaming that game, and I have been making videos and live streaming quite regularly lately, so come watch me over at GemMax.
You've been doing a lot of shorts for GNF. They actually been coming out really good, I thought.
Yeah,
Some of
they've
them
been-
so far. I got to do some more here soon. I haven't done a lot of shorts lately. I'm waiting for January to get past its bugger moment. So
yeah.
Gotcha.
and I was thinking about putting this in the background of one.
All right. Samaj.
I got nothing. Rabble.
Got nothing, rabble.
The
Rabble,
only
rabble.
other thing I could possibly throw in there is I'll be hanging out with a certain draconic one. Dragonus
Oh, yeah, that is
Firesoul
tonight.
will be doing his stream soon over there on Twitch as well. So I think links are added somewhere.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
need to just program all you guys' channels into the Nightbot. Just be done with it.
Just it'd be a lot easier. I mean,
Yeah. All right, it comes down to me. Yes, STC Watch Club is going to be down for a couple more months, hopefully 2 or 3, so I can get some stuff sorted, new content recorded, all that good stuff. I will be gaming frequently throughout the week. I might game tonight, I may not. It just depends. I've been busy trying to clean up the office and clean up my garage. Actually getting my fucking garage organized, that's been a chore. Along with that, if I do game, it'll be on this channel. I'm still waiting for the VTube avatar to be done. I probably need to message him because it's been a lot of time. I haven't even got the line work done on it, so I need to find out what's going on with that one. So Twitch channel has got to be down still until I get that done, and yeah, that's about all for me. Join us next Sunday around 4 p.m. for more of Re-Caffeinated with myself and all my friends. So with that, take care, everyone.
Wait, you have friends?
Rabble.
Yeah, I do.
I thought they were.
And with friends like you, Rogue, I don't need enemies. So for all the enemies
know,
out,
right?
yeah, for all the people out there who wants to be my enemy, trust me, I don't need any more. Rogue is enough for me. So with that, later.
Hey.